Hey guys, so this is your start of your new workouts. It's a 3-day total body, so if you're only working out doing weight resistance at home or at the gym, these are the workouts that you can be using. Your PDF that you should be receiving from me looks something like this with 3 different pages, a warm-up, a routine, a workout of either upper body, lower body, and whole body. Today, we're doing upper body with a seated shoulder press. So when we're doing our shoulder presses, you're going to want to use a light set of weights to begin with because our shoulders take on a lot of excess weight as we're taking it overhead. So I want you to start off light, do something that's moderate for yourself. You're going to grab a set of free weights. When you're sitting on a bench or a chair, I want you to sit far ahead so you're not leaning back on the bench. So you're sitting up tall and you're using your actual muscles of your body to do the work. So before we begin, I want you to make sure that you do a slight pelvic adjustment so that your back is not arched. So you're carrying all of the weight in your front of your body, its core is strong. You're going to take and pick up the weights. We're going to turn the weights out in front of us. So if you're using a mirror, you're going to be facing towards the mirror. Otherwise, palms facing away. Elbows are out to your side. Again, knit the rib cage in. As you press the weights overhead, you're going to exhale. So it's going to look something like this. And lower down. So not all of us have benches at home, and we might not all be able to get to the gym. So a good purchase is a stability ball. You can keep one at your house and some free weights, and then you're good to go for your workouts. You want to sit up tall on the stability ball. Take the palms facing away from you. Arms are going to go out wide. So it's not a shoulder press, military style, but wide. Watch that you're doing that slight posterior tilt, and then exhale on the press, and then inhale on the lower. The count should be nice and slow, so it's not press, press. It's slow and controlled. So you're going to exhale, 3, 2, 1, and down, 3, 2, 1. All right, the next exercise is actually a combo exercise, so that means 2 exercises. You're going to do a set of 10 of one exercise and a set of 10 of the other exercise. So the first exercise is a skull crusher. You're going to lay flat back on a bench, or you can do this on the floor at home. You're going to extend and hold on to the hammer of the weight. So you're just using one weight. Your arms are going to be up shoulder height, and we're not going to lock out the elbows. We're actually going to be bending at the elbows. So holding on to that weight overhead, we're going to take the weight back towards the skull, so not way back here, but right here, so towards the skull. And we're going to exhale and press that weight back up overhead. Again, the count is nice and slow, so we're using our triceps. That's the large muscle that's in the arm, not the bicep, but the tricep. So after we've done our skull crusher, we're going to do our narrow grip bench press. So it's the same weight. All we're doing is bringing it now underneath the breastbone. Elbows are tucked in by our sides, holding onto the weight. And we're going to exhale and press that weight overhead. And again, it's not overhead here, but over top the body here, so that we're keeping it at the chest. Next, we're doing our dumbbell lateral raise, which means we're taking our weights out to our sides laterally. However, we don't want to take them out here, but actually out here. So there's a micro bend in our elbow. If we take the weights right out here, we're compromising issues in the acromion process in our shoulder. So again, let your weights, instead of being to the side seams of your pants, bring your thumbs to the mid-thigh. So if your thumbs are hitting the mid-thigh, you'll know that that's the right placement of your hands to begin with for your starting place. Do a slight posterior tilt again to lock in your core, soft bend in your knees, and you're going to exhale on the lift. Pause at the top, and then release down. So it's a slow and controlled movement. Use the count of 3. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So if you're in the gym, you're going to do a pectoral fly or a cable pulley fly. When you're using this one, you're going to have to add this type of a handle. Put your weights, load your weights to a light set of weights. You'll adjust as you need to. Pull the pulley out so that you've got some traction on it. Keep your handle should be shoulder height. So if you're taller than I am, you can adjust this accordingly until it's at shoulder height. Walk yourself out, lock and stabilize your feet. Do a posterior tilt in your pelvis to encourage your abdominals up and in. Then again, keep your elbow set up high in line with your wrist, and you're gonna pull across. As you pull across, you're exhaling, so it's and back. You wanna feel it into your pectoral muscle. So if you need to, use your hand instead of on the hip, grab hold of the chest and cross, and you'll know it's working. You'll do that, and then you'll switch and do the same on the other side. So if you're not using the cable fly in the gym and you're doing it at home, or you're just using free weights in the gym, you're gonna set the bench up at a 45-degree angle. You're gonna lean back on the bench, stabilizing your feet so your feet are flat, please. Take your weights out by your side. They're not gonna be up by your shoulders, but a little bit down. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders back so that you're utilizing, and again, same with pressing your navel towards the bench. And you're gonna exhale and hug the weights in. And imagine that you're kind of hugging a wine barrel or a beach ball. Your weights should not be down by your navel. They should be up in line with your breastbone. So again, you're exhaling on the... So another variation of the fly, if you're using a stability ball, is you'll go on the ball, roll yourself down so that your head, neck, and shoulders are resting on the ball. You want to elevate the hips so that your body's in that tabletop position. Take your arms up by your side, the backs of your triceps will be hitting the ball, and you're going to exhale and bring the weights overhead. And we're going to do our reverse grip row now on the stability ball. So here's another variation. You'll want to take and be on your knees, pull yourself in so that the ball's on your thighs, and then lift up off of the knees. Make sure, if you are a Navy, make sure your bosoms are over the ball, not stuck underneath the ball. Very important. You're going to bring your weights forward. Again, same thing, hugging the imaginary beach ball. Make sure that your feet are set. So you might want to use your feet against a wall if you're not used to using a ball. Otherwise, press back through your heels, and then you'll just take your weights out to your sides and bring them back. Bicep combo, so we're going to do a lat pull down here, and then we're going to go on the other side of the machine and do a reverse grip pull down. So here we're using our lat muscles. For those of you who are really tiny, you might have a little harder time grabbing up to this machine. You want to reach up as high as you can, and then pull the upper bar down. Keep your hands wide, and then as you pull down, keep your back straight. A lot of times I see people jamming themselves underneath the machine. Keep your body straight, so safety is really important, keeping your wrists in line with your shoulders, in line with your hips. You're going to exhale, pull down, and then inhale, release. Exhale, pull down, inhale, release. Pull down to your underhand gripped pull down. So we've changed our muscles, our arms from being here, using our back lats, to turning our hands to using our biceps. So you're going to walk yourself out, and I like to use this imaginary strip that's on the floor and line up my toes. You want to use adequate weight, so whatever you use on that side probably should be equal on this side. Grab your hands shoulder width apart, or they should be even in line with your shoulders. And as you pull down, you're going to bring your elbows to the side seams of your shirt, and then back up again. And again, it's exhale on the exertion, inhale on the lift. Now we're just doing doing a lat pull down with free weights, it's not quite as easy as it is using the machine because you have to really kind of use your mind when you're thinking about it. The start position of a shoulder press is here. It's the same movement, sort of, because you're taking your arms overhead. So it's a V, taking your body into a V shape, but the start position is up. And you're gonna exhale and pull down. So start position is up, and exhale and pull down. So this is the second part of the superset. The lat pull down was the first part, using either the machine and the pulley, or you're using free weights. So the second part of this would be an underhand grip using one weight. Start position is out here, the end position is here. So you're activating your biceps. Exhale and pull. Inhale and lift, exhale and pull. So our last weight exercise that we're going to be doing is alternating bicep curl. We're going to turn our palms facing towards either the mirror or away from us, and the elbows are going to be tight by our sides. We're going to just do one arm and then the other. So you're going to work up the curl and down the curl. You want to go slow and controlled. So you're going to exhale, up, inhale, pause, and exhale, lower. So that way you're working concentric. So it's the work on the way up, and it's the work on the way down. So you're actually using your bicep and your tricep. So we're going to start with our bicycle crunch and then work into a basic crunch. So first variation of a bicycle crunch, you might not be putting your hands behind your head at all. You might actually be bringing your hands and finding your collarbone. So we don't want to be causing stress on our necks. So first variation, you're going to work your knee to your elbow. And you'll notice my knees stay bent and my feet stay flat. This supports my low back. Next, we're doing a full bicycle crunch. So hands are now behind the head. You're going to work yourself into that one. Opposite elbow towards the floor, and the other elbow is going towards the knee. They do not need to connect, and in fact, you shouldn't have them connect. Otherwise, you're actually not having the abdominals stay engaged. So drop back down, and then do the same thing to the other side. If you're working further and advancing it, that's when you'll lift the legs and you'll be here. You're going to press out through the opposite leg, bringing the elbow towards the knee, and the other elbow stays towards the floor. Come back to center and cross.